Hey, and welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Tobias Friedrich, and this is my channel about underwater photography. First of all, I have to say I'm sorry that I haven't done so many videos in the last few weeks, but I was so busy with other stuff that it was just not possible to upload another video. But I'm now here on the boat show in Duesseldorf in 2017, and in the last days I did a few interviews with some interesting people in the underwater photography scene, and in the next weeks you can see the videos on my channel here, and we now start with the first video. So good luck and have fun! So welcome, my first interview partner is Jasmin Jaerisch from the TAUCHEN magazine. Yeah, I'm very glad that you're here today for the first interview. No problem. Jasmin, you're the chief editor for the TAUCHEN magazine. That's one of the biggest dive magazines in Europe. Is that correct?
Yeah, we have a print run. I think it's about 30,000. In Germany, and our publication is called TAUCHEN magazine. We have also another diving magazine in the Netherlands that called Duesseldorf.
Okay. Yeah.
So, and with this together, we are definitely the biggest Europe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Yeah, so I guess it's a big show off then. Yeah, if an underwater photographer has a picture in your magazine, yeah, that will be shown in nearly whole Europe then. Yeah, or will get a lot of attention. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So this is actually why I think many photographers, and especially underwater photographers, are looking to publish their work in your magazine, especially. Yeah. So, and many people want to have the pictures in your magazine. So that's why I think one of the biggest questions is, and was for me in the beginning as well, how do I get my pictures in your magazine? Yeah.
Yeah, I can remember that.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and you were actually published my first big story in the TAUCHEN magazine, and Jasmin wanted to have that story so much. Yeah, it was about the Saskia in Switzerland. It was a nice story about river diving. Yeah, and I was so glad that you said that you want to have that story. Yeah, but I also remember it was a lot of work and hard work over the years to actually get pictures in the magazines, and now I want to talk with you on what photographers do need to bring with to get into the magazines. Yeah. So, what kind of photographers are you actually looking for in your magazine?
Everyone who has really good talent to make a good picture is welcome to present their work. Of course. Actually, my thing is I'm looking maybe a lot for photographers that can show not only a picture, that show more a story in the picture. So my favorite things are pictures that transport something. They have more emotions. So it's very good to have the classical photography of a nuclear branch or something like that. But because my topic in my head is more the reportage than a classical destination story or something, or vacation story. Well, of course you will see it in the cover. So it's pure adrenaline, and it transports a lot of this.
Yeah.
So for me, photography is not only showing something statical, it's more showing something that is happening.
Yeah. So if you see a picture that is not only showing a whale shark, but maybe a whale shark interacting with a human, or something like a photo which is just stunning itself, and also not only shows off the subject, the fish, or whatever.
We are not a fish guide.
Yeah.
When we would be a fish guide, a book like a fish guide, then I need only a fish from the side, statical in the middle of the picture.
Yeah.
But we are more telling stories, so I want this fish in motion.
Yeah. So you want to transport the emotion of the moment, into your magazine.
Yeah.
Very good. And should a photographer, when he approaches you, submit a few pictures, like a small portfolio, or just one picture, or what would you recommend? And how many pictures should he show you if he wants to approach you?
It's not only a question about how many pictures he will show me. More, the question is how he will present the pictures to me. For example, you. I remember it like it was yesterday. You've come to us to the stand here at the boat show, and you were young,
Sure.
and your face, and you just presented it really professional. This is really the most important thing for me, because when someone is coming with printed and also not only printed but bad printed pictures and showing me on paper, look what I have, it's okay, but it's not the state of the art. I mean, please show like you've done it, so that's why we work together. You were professional, and you had an iPad, you had prepared everything, so you had not to search for it or something, you've had already there, you just show it to me in high quality, so this is really important. And another thing is, I think sometimes a big portfolio is too much, because it's better to show, of course you want to show what all the different kinds you can, but make sure you have, for example, a few pictures, maybe 4, that's I think enough for each subject. For example, a macro portfolio, a small one, a wide winkle and everything like that. Also for us it's important, not underwater pictures as well. We need some really good over the water landscape pictures. And of course people. Because all the photographers forget that when we have a story about a destination, about whatever, or a reportage, it's absolutely necessary to have people on the picture.
Sure.
That's really often that they forget this.
Okay, so you say from a specific destination where that photographer has been, just 4 or 5 pictures, just the best ones, to quickly present you also with maybe one topside shot, maybe one shot with people, not always underwater. So basically what you're saying, you want to have the pictures in a high quality, very few pictures only, in very short time.
At this point it's really important. When it's funny, but I'm working with so many really good photographers, and the most funny thing is that then when I said to them, please show me your best ones, and I will not choose them, but them, they will never be the best ones.
Okay.
Because for a talented photographer, for creative people, sometimes it's really hard to choose the best. Because you have this, and I have this. So it's sometimes, I think it's helpful for the photographers to not choose by themselves the best. Ask friends.
To let somebody else choose the pictures.
Together with you. And very good, it's often to have someone who has a little bit, of course, something to do with diving, but it's not in the theme so much. So you can ask them. Don't make the choosing by yourself.
So you recommend that photographers go to their diving friends and let them choose the pictures for
discuss
you.
With them.
Discuss with them what they think are the best pictures. I think that's a very good recommendation actually. And also what you said that you shouldn't show off like 30-40 pictures of a range, to just pick the 5 pictures. That's what I'm telling as well to the participants of my photo workshops as well, is like the more little the portfolio gets, the better the quality will be. So and you need only to see the very best images, because then you know the rest is also can't be that bad, of course.
And of course it's also important that when you present, I mean the photographers come to us to present their work, and at the end of this is I want to sell something. Of course. So in this case it's important also not only to show the pictures, you have to have a story with this picture.
Sure.
Because it's boring otherwise. When I just looked at one picture after another, I mean, please tell me also a story. What was the story of one of the best pictures you've chosen? That's
so
awesome.
The story is very important, but also the destination, I think.
The
right?
destination, of course, because the destination, in fact, is the story.
Yeah. So, and would you recommend that the photographer makes a good or approaches you with a portfolio, let's say from used dive or from recommended dive destinations like the Maldives, from the Red Sea, from Indonesia, or would you more like to have like special images from, I don't know, Greenland or somewhere else? Yeah.
Well, of course, that would be my biggest wish, that everyone has the best things to present, but sometimes you just had not the chance to come there. So.
Of course, yeah.
But of course, the variability is really important. So of course, if I have an impression that a photographer can only make good shots in clear, crystal clear blue waters like French Polynesia, then it would be hard for me to send him to Iceland or whatever.
Yeah.
So as wide, you can present as wide the portfolio as that would be great.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But it could also be like, it doesn't always need to be maybe Indonesia or somewhere else where it's really far away. But it could maybe also like an interesting destination in Italy, probably. Yeah.
Of course.
Where if you have something.
Even in Germany, there are a lot of things you can tell. You just have to have a look for as you. You need the eye for it, not only the eye for the picture, as well for the story behind.
Exactly. As long as it's a nice story which is well presented through photographs, then you're basically interested, right? Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah. And how can I think we will put a link into the video with the email address of your way of how you can contact your magazine, and then people can also send in hopefully very good who listen to this, and only put in very good destinations from very good and only a few images, right?
A few images, but we are really open for all. So we welcome everyone who wants to send us something, because otherwise we will not be. We will not know that you are existing somewhere.
Of course. So just
get in
be
contact with us.
honest and just send it, and don't be afraid of you. Yeah.
No one has to be afraid of anyone.
Exactly. No. Okay, thank you very much, Jasmin. So I think that was a really nice interview, and I think very good for the community to see. Yeah. So thank you very much for coming here.
Thank you.